And among the particularly vivid characterizations in The Good Father, we have Simon Callow's just really vicious barrister.
Yes, he's hateful. He's the most horrible young barrister in London, is
but
basically
effective.
what he is. The most brilliant, horrible young barrister in London. And he's part of a new breed of people that we have in England, who, because we're not famous for being effective in England, and he's interested in winning. And that's all. That's his crack. That's the only pleasure he gets in life.
And I guess the irony of The Good Father is that we learn that winning is not especially the thing to be desired.
Well, it is for him, of course, because he wins. You know, lawyers always win, in a sense. I mean, he wants to win the case, but the exhilaration of pursuing it is enough for him, quite independent of the feelings of the people he's supposed to be representing. It's a game, it's a challenge, a thrill, a rush. It's like skiing, it's like scuba diving. Instead, he's a barrister, you know?
Yeah, and talk about a rush. The Good Father is a high-wire act that balances between terror on the one hand and comedy?
Well, it's a kind of rather horrible comedy, because I think Mark Varda, the character that I play, is the kind of man that his energy is so extraordinary that it's impossible not to admire it or to respond to it. And you find yourself, he makes jokes, for example, in the worst possible taste, and you find yourself laughing, not because he's a great humorist, but just because it's done with such unashamed relish, you know. That's what it's all about, as far as I can see. That the character of Mark Varda is a celebration of relish and appetite.
You have said there's a bond among this character, the artist that you've portrayed, the clergyman in Room with a View. People see you as being very effective in a certain kind of role.
Well, the story is larger than life, you know. That's the idea. That's supposed to be what one specializes in. And I suppose I'm slightly... the word flamboyant has occurred from time to time, shall we say. Although the American notices, one American notice that I said, that delectable over-actor, Simon Callow, it said. But as I have just completed writing a biography of Charles Laughton, I feel in very good company.
Let's call it maybe a theatricality that lends itself to period pieces, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that, I mean, clearly what I am, what I look like, what I sound like doesn't seem to belong very much to 1987, or perhaps not even 1957, perhaps not even 1857, maybe 1757 is where we should stop.
Why don't you look right into that camera? Let's say camera 2. Look right into that camera, and as a potential lawyer for that viewer, you want them to come into your chambers and check you out.
You're asking me to act?
Why
I'm not going to do any acting. Absolutely not. You get paid very large sums of money to do that.
An invitation, then, to see you at least on film.
Well, I would be delighted if you would experience the full horror and revulsion of this man. It should be a government health warning against Mark Varda and his type. That's what I hope you'll see.